Good morning, everybody. It's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and you can see I'm in the milk room. This is how I get my day started, and Capri's out there letting me know she's ready to come in. So I'm going to get her milked, and then we're going to play musical chairs, but with goats. All right, sweet girl, come on in. Atta girl. She is so good, and I'm so thankful that my first experience milking a goat was with Capri. I couldn't ask for a more well-behaved doe. All right, Miss Capri, you did a good job, girl. Let's get you out of here. And I want to show y'all what I was talking about when I say musical chairs. These little baby girls have been in the back pasture beside Capri because the little boys got, well, castrated. And today's their day. They're going to move back in with the big girls and Jessie and Honey. And we're going to hope that goes well. But I think it's time. They're plenty big enough and they're ready. Okay, little ones, I got to get the milk strained and put in the refrigerator. And then we're going to get y'all moved to your new pasture, your permanent pasture. No more musical chairs for the goats. This is it. I must say I've never done that before, and it just so happened that I was filming, and that's probably why it happened. But I'm not going to delete this out because it's life. Y'all look at what I did. The seal is still on the top of the jar, and I went to filter it because I set the funnel up there with the filter in it, thinking that that part was off, and now I have to clean up a countertop that's covered in milk. Or either I can get Sylvester over here and he can be my cleanup cat. Oh, what a way to start. What a way to start my day. Don't cry over spilled milk, Brooke. Don't cry over the spilled milk. It is what it is. Mess is clean. Let's see if I can't take the lid off the jar and actually pour the milk into the jar instead of on the counter. All right, y'all see this? Lid off. I will never set the filtration on top of the jar again in preparation for filtering when I'm done. That was a mistake. But you learn from your mistakes, and that's what I'm going to look at it like. I don't know how much milk I lost, but she's been giving me about 2 quarts plus a cup. So she's doing pretty good with her production, and I am pleasantly surprised at how much milk I'm getting. So not quite 2 quarts. So I probably lost, I don't know, 3 cups or so. It's okay. It's okay. I am not crying over spilled milk. And Sylvester didn't even help me clean up. I don't know what he's doing. So I write the date on the top of the jar and put it in the refrigerator so that way we can keep track of what milk is the freshest. Sylvester, here you are. Yeah, I spilt a little on the floor too. I hadn't had a chance to clean that up yet, but I did get my countertop clean, and you missed the whole thing, buddy. You missed it. You could have had some extra milk this morning, and you were out catting around. Oh, goodness. You too, Bramble. You too. All right, milking's done. Y'all boys want to help me? And we got Miss Biscuit over here. She may decide she wants to help too. It is time. It is time to move these girls into the pasture with the big girls and the donkeys and Topper and Tipper, while the little boys are across the way over here recovering from their surgery. Now, it won't be long, and they'll be joining the rest of the crew over here, but they do need about a week to make sure they can't breed with any of our goats on this side. I'd hate for Bo Peep or Bootsy, who are Nigerian dwarfs, to get pregnant by a big buck and not be able to, have the baby. So we're going to wait a good week before we move them, but today's the girls' day. The wind is blowing really, really hard, and these babies are crying. They can see their mama on the other side of the fence where they are now. I say their mama. They're mamas because Fifi's one of the mamas. But Capri is really concerned that her babies are on this side of the fence. So I'm about to walk around and open the gate for these girls and let everybody become one big family. Come on, Martha. Let's get this gate shut. And y'all, I thought Jason was crazy when he designed this barn stall area because he put a gate to go out this back door. And I never thought in a million years that we would use it. But it just so happens, here we are, and we used it. All right, girl, you ready to see your babies? You gotta get down. You gotta get down. Here we go. Y'all know what Martha immediately did? She went and tried to nurse off of Capri. How about that? I think you girls are a little bit too big to be trying to nurse off Mama. Mama doesn't want you on her. Mama said she has retired. She is an official milk girl for me, not for y'all. All right, let's see what happens. Little Laura's following right with her cousins, and we are off. You can see Capri's bag is completely deflated. I just finished milking her. The girls have found the hay bale, and everybody else is in the back of the pasture. So I'm gonna come out here with them and make sure no drama occurs. Make sure everybody accepts her. Bootsy, you be good, okay? Here they go, off to the races. Capri did a little butt to Laura, which is interesting. Here comes everybody else. Fifi, it's your daughter. Come see her. Oh, how precious. Come see your little girl. You'll get to see your little boys pretty soon. All right. So far, no Jessie, no Honey. They're in the back of the pasture, and they aren't paying any attention. Maybe they don't realize the babies are out here yet. Mabel's very excited. So is Laura, skipping sideways, hopping, jumping. One big happy goat family. All right, so Laura's headed straight for Honey. Took a little detour. Jessie, you gotta see the babies. There's no way around it. You gotta see them. All right, here she goes. Babies! Still not interested. Honey's interested in loving, I can tell you that. All right, Jessie sees babies. They're going to the back of the pasture. That's where the mamas are leading them. I don't know if I ought to sit in the swing today or not. I got quite a few following. It wouldn't be good if everybody got in. All right, Honey, Jessie, y'all see the babies? Capri sees Bandit. He's way down at the bottom of the hill. I bet he's been at the creek. The creek is back on the back side of the property, and he's wet just about all the time. So far, so good, y'all. I am liking what I'm seeing. everybody's accepted them. They don't even act like they hadn't been here the whole time, which is what I wanted. Topper's checking out the babies, but he can't do anything to them because, well, obviously he's sterile. I've had so many people tell me that they have never heard of a buck goat becoming sterile. Topper has produced kids before with both Bootsy and Bo Peep. So it wasn't something that happened from birth. It's after he had a little experience with Joe, he came out not being able to reproduce. And we don't know why, because he's still got all his parts. But he has no interest in Bootsy, Bo Peep, or any of the Nigerians for whatever reason. And he doesn't smell like a buck. He never urinates on himself and tries to attract females. He just is like one of the girls. Where is Laura? Oh, Laura's over here with her mama. Aren't they beautiful? Laura, you found your mama? How sweet. And Fifi has completely dried up on her own. So I'm not worried about Laura trying to get back on her and possibly bringing her down. That's not going to happen. Little ones have found the tree. Y'all, look at this tree. At our old farm, we had some trees in the pasture with our goats when we first got goats. And every tree in there looked just like this. The bark was stripped, and eventually the tree died. But we don't really have a concern. We're not going to go in here and cut all these trees down just because they may kill the trees. We want the shade for them. And these girls have not seen tree bark until now. What do y'all think? Huh? And Fifi's going to show you how to do it. Well, that was awkward. Mabel went over Martha's back to get to where she wanted to. But y'all, Jessie still is not, she's not showing any interest, which is good. I mean, that's what I wanted to happen. I didn't want her to come in here and act like a donkey just because there's new babies in here. She's quite content, and she acts like they've been here all along. So I feel very, very comfortable about leaving these girls in here. Now, when the boys, when it's their time, next week or so, when it's their time to come in here, it may be a different story because Jessie has been around the girls previously, but she has not been around the boys previously. So that'll be like completely new. All right, y'all. I am loving this cooler temperature. Here we are the first week of September, and it is starting to feel like fall already. We've got a lot of wind going on today. Got a little system coming in that's going to bring some rain later this week and some cooler temperatures, which the humidity's not high today, so it actually feels like it's already here. But yes, welcome fall. Can y'all see Moody running? Here comes Mildred. Hey babies, are y'all happy to see me this morning? I've already fed them, took care of them. They were on the other side of the pasture and heard me talking, and here they come a-running. Here they come. Y'all are so beautiful. I'm so happy that y'all have such a big pasture and lots of green grass and together at each other's side, loving it. Mildred has gone through a heat cycle since Moody's been in here with her. We know that because he did, well, actually she showed him more interest than he showed her. She knew she was in heat and she wanted a boyfriend. Moody, on the other hand, said, girl, I can't partake in that nonsense. I'm a steer and you're not getting a baby from me. So all is well with Moody and Mildred. We know that she's going to be okay when she does go through heat. He just carries on. Mildred, you got the roots and all, girl. Ugh. She probably knows there's babies over here. Bootsy, you gonna go visit Miss Mildred this morning? And Big Moody? Jessie's gotta have a hug. You don't come out here and not get a hug from Jessie. She's a sweetheart. Loves to put her head up against you and give you loving. Yeah, we love you, Jessie. We're so happy you're here with us. And Honey too. Honey too. That's right. You take care of those babies, okay? Be a good Aunt Jessie. Good morning, babies. That was a cat. That was not a baby chick. Y'all ate almost all your food. Yeah. And I must say, I am so happy to report that I haven't lost a single chick this whole season. That's pretty remarkable. And I credit that in part to not having chicks shipped in the mail. When that happens, you lose some. And that's usually over the first few days due to dehydration and shipping stress, heat, cold. But these babies, I have done very well and not lost a single one. We're going to get y'all's feed and water filled up and go out and check on the Rhode Island Reds. Gather some eggs. Look how big the well swimmers are compared to the barred rocks. You girls are growing up. Yes, you are. And so sweet to the littles. I'm so happy that they all get along. No issues. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all ready for your scratch? All right, come on. All right, let's go see about those babies. Y'all enjoying this much bigger area, even though you want to hide from me? Yeah. It won't be long and y'all are going to be out with the big girls. All right, let's see how many eggs y'all laid today. 1, 2, 18, 20. We're going to make 2 dozen. 22, 24, 25. We got enough to put 2 dozen eggs out at the roadside stand. So as I'm heading out to the egg stand, I wanted to show y'all the little boys and that they're doing well. They're up eating grass. They're still sore, but that's to be expected. Just a little update. Y'all, I must say, today is a strange day because we have a dozen eggs that did not sell yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but I can just about bet you 3 dozen will be gone today. Somebody's going to appreciate these farm fresh eggs. That is an abnormal thing when they last more than a day. All right. Got to show y'all something. So before we got Jessie, I had a donkey friend that lived across the street. I don't know if he considers himself my friend, but I consider him a friend. And I just love him. I haven't seen him in a while. And y'all, take a peek. Mr. Snow White himself. Look at you, pretty boy. I don't know if I'm gonna walk down in these weeds to come see you. You are looking good. See if I can't find a little trail to come visit with you. Hey there, fella. Now this gentleman has cows, as you can see back in the back there, and these donkeys live out here in this field, but they are so sweet. Hey, Snow White. I heard something move around in the grass, so I am definitely watching my step. You watch your step too, buddy. I just love him. And then back in the back is his buddy. I call him Tripod because he's got something wrong with one of his hooves. It almost looks like it's missing. But I named him Tripod, and this is Mr. Snow White. Do you like that name, buddy? Huh? Come here. Yeah, you're so sweet. Yeah. Wonder how old you are. He looks good. He looks healthy. Here comes Tripod. Come on, buddy. Come see me. He's got a little limp going on that back leg. Snow White, are you going to let Tripod come see me? Huh? Here he comes. Come on, buddy. He is a little bit more leery than this fella is. I wonder what you would think about Miss Jessie and Honey. Huh? What would you think? Oh, goodness. I'm glad I got to see you this morning. Come on, Tripod. Come on, get some loving. All right, well, you watch out for my babies over there, okay? Because we need all the protection we can get around here to make sure the cows stay safe and the baby goats and the big goats and even Jessie and Honey. They could use a little extra protection. So y'all make sure you take care of this side of the fence. Jessie and Honey will take care of theirs. All right, well, I'm so glad to have the girls moved in here with the rest of the goats. And would you believe Jessie didn't act up?
Jessie loves them babies.
Well, I know, but I just felt like she would want to claim them as her own, you know, and I didn't want that to happen, but she didn't even bat an eye.
They're not babies no more, that's why.
Oh, well, I'm glad you figured out the problem.
They're like teenagers now.
Teenagers. Yeah. Makes all the difference. Jessie don't want nothing to do with a teenager. All right, y'all. So stay tuned, and I will update on how the babies are doing, and maybe next video we can get those little boys moved over here. Who knows? It won't be long, that's for sure. Yep. Y'all be good.